It's not like a real scrap. It's not real.
Really? So they're not trying to knock each other out?
No.
Well, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather don't like each other. They have not liked each other forever.
Tyson and Mayweather.
Yes.
But they like
Mike Tyson and Mayweather don't like each other.
Oh.
If there's a fight that might be real, like where Mike Tyson might say, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out, or I'm going to try. If you look at like the Jake Paul fight, no disrespect, and if you look at the Roy Jones fight, no disrespect.
Yeah.
They look like they were sparring.
Yeah.
Right? It looked like there was agreements made.
Yeah.
I do not know if Mike would honor any of those agreements.
Really?
If there was a moment
They've
to
had
crack.
beef for years.
Yeah. If there was a moment to really, could he hit him? I mean, that little motherfucker can move still. At 50 years old, he's so slick.
Yep.
He's still in shape. He's still fit.
It's going to be a nice show for the people to watch. Is it still happening? Any new details you could share?
Yes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Thank God.
A 59-year-old man who nearly died from an ulcer training for his last fight. A 48-year-old with $54 million in alleged debt suing his former manager for $340 million. And somehow, some way, these two are getting in a ring together. Not in their prime, not when it would have meant something. Now, in 2026, in the Congo.
I just think of myself as Floyd Mayweather. A person who had a dream, having fun, entertaining the world. You know, this is what I do. You know, I don't do things for likes or views. What I want the people to really know is this, and what they got to really know is this. I can really fight. So that's what you got to know.
Champs in the house. Let's go, baby.
Good.
30 seconds. What a beautiful left hook. I like the way you prepared before, just like that, Mike.
Let's talk about what's really going on here. Mike Tyson doesn't sugarcoat anything. Never has. When asked about Floyd, he said straight up, Floyd isn't menacing. Floyd isn't a threat. He's not going to hurt somebody.
One question. I am Mike Tyson in his prime versus Money Floyd Mayweather in his prime.
Ooh, that's a great question.
Also, when you see Floyd now, do he remind you of him? Do he remind you of yourself when you was rocking?
Yeah, to a certain degree, not totally, because he's not menacing. He's not a threat to the fact that he can hurt somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's not that guy. You know what I mean? He's not going to hurt somebody. He's not going to go into a store and drag somebody out the store or do something ridiculous.
That you might have done.
Yeah, he's not going to do anything ridiculous like that. He's going to have somebody probably, but only because in a situation like that, when everybody loves you, you appear that everybody loves you. You don't know who really doesn't love you. You know, you're never gonna have a chance to be at peace with yourself and to know who you really are, because there's too many people talking to you. Yes, from the outside to everybody, yes, doesn't look good. Yes, doesn't look good what's going on with him right now. You know, we could all be wrong, but from what we're seeing from the outside, things don't.
And look, when Iron Mike Tyson tells you someone can't hurt people, you listen, because this is the same man who made professionals retire mid-fight just by looking at them. But here's where it gets interesting. In the same breath, Tyson admits Floyd never leaves the gym. No matter whatever we say about him, he's in that gym. He's a rat. That's his heroin.
You don't think there's an opportunity to land a big punch on Floyd?
Let me tell you something about Floyd. This is what I don't like about him either. No matter whatever we say about him, and it could be true, but he's in that gym. He's a rat. He retired, but he stayed in the gym. He can't help it. He don't do drugs. That's his heroin, the gym.
Someone told me this. They say he does not. He doesn't have a vice. He doesn't have a vice.
No, he does. The gym.
The gym.
That's respect wrapped in contempt, and only Mike Tyson could deliver it like that. Floyd, meanwhile, is doing what Floyd always does, counting cash on his private jet, Himalayan phones, crocodile bags. Call me the bread man. He's trolling the world and laughing while he does it.
Shit. I'm pretty sure I'd be upset too if I was somebody else. I'd be mad at Mayweather too.
How the fuck for 29 years or 30 years you keep getting money like this? I'd be mad too. Shit. I'd be hating on Mayweather too. Continue to hate. You know, people only talk about winners. I'm a winner, so continue to talk. Keep your bread fresh. Put it in the bag. Call me the bread man. Tip money. Fucking throw it in here too. Throw it in the Floyd bag. See, I'm balling the fuck out. Crocodile phones. Himalayan phones. Crocodile bags. It's my life, man. Keep hating.
But underneath all that flexing, something doesn't add up. Because if you're really that rich, you don't need to fight a 59-year-old at this stage of your life. You just don't. Now let's get into the money situation, because this is where the story gets dark. Floyd Mayweather made over $1 billion in his career. $1 billion. Topped the Forbes list as the highest-paid athlete multiple years running. And now, he's filed a $340 million lawsuit against Showtime and Al Heyman, claiming financial fraud, hidden accounts, and deliberate concealment of records. His own people, allegedly, robbing him blind. Business Insider is reporting $54 million in alleged debt, property foreclosures, unpaid taxes, lawsuits stacking up. His attorney denies financial distress, but the headlines keep coming.
Mind if either guy gets paid. Again, we talk about Mike and his past financial issues. I hope that that's not the same thing going on with him now, even though who knows how this man spends his money. He made a shit ton of money to fight Jake Paul, and good for him. His name value carried that fight, and it did a crazy number. I'm sure he'll make a crazy number here, but Floyd Mayweather is the one that seems like he needs the money more right now. Our guy, Andreas Hale, wrote a story that is kind of went somewhat viral. That's crazy, the laugh faces. Although Floyd Mayweather Jr. made hundreds of millions of dollars from his professional boxing career and topped the Forbes list as the highest paid athlete from 2012 to 2014, the boxer is said to have been shortchanged and filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Showtime. The lawsuit filed Tuesday, and obtained by ESPN seeks to recover hundreds of millions of dollars, misappropriated funds, and damages resulting from a long-running and elaborate scheme of financial fraud, breaches in fiduciary duty, and conspiracy orchestrated by Floyd J. Mayweather's former manager and advisor, Al.
And Mike nearly died preparing for Jake Paul. Not the fight itself, training camp, an ulcer at 58. And he showed up to that fight barely able to move, lost every round, and walked out looking like a man whose body was finally sending him a message he couldn't ignore.
Highlight of the night. It wasn't the fight. It wasn't watching Mike barely be able to move and lose all explosivity and do exactly what I thought he would do at 58 years old. So that should have been the final straw for Mike Tyson. That should have been the one that goes, you know what? This is not working out. He had apparently damn near died of an ulcer or something like that in training for the Jake Paul fight. He will be 60 years old by the time that...
But here they are, both of them, back at it. And you know what? I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. Because where else is a 59-year-old Mike Tyson going to earn this kind of money? Where else is Floyd going to make 9 figures in a single night? Johnny Nelson said it best. It doesn't matter what we say about legacy. These guys have still got to live.
Remember, these guys are individuals, their fathers, their brothers, or whatever, and they still want to earn a massive chunk of money. Where's Mike Tyson? Whatever they're getting paid. Where's Mike Tyson at 59 going to earn this kind of money? Where's Floyd Mayweather at this time of life going to make this kind of money? It doesn't matter what we say about legacy. These guys are still going to live. These guys are still thinking, you know what, I'll take the heat, I'll take the criticism, but you know what, my bank account's all right, my family's all right. And I know it's crude, and I know it takes a shine off it, but that's real talk. So these guys are now in a position where people want to pay them a lot of money to fight each other. It's against somebody they don't like. So again, ego's going to get the better of common sense with Mike, as far as I'm concerned.
That's real talk. That's not me being cynical. That's just the truth. So what does the training look like? Because if we're going to watch this, at least tell me someone's actually ready. Tyson's team is saying he's in better shape now than he was for Roy Jones, and honestly, looking at the footage, there's something to it. His trainer, Rafael Cordeiro, is keeping the sessions intense but controlled, balancing load, protecting him from overtraining, and Mike himself, on his rest days, is calling the team in.
Today was the day he's supposed to rest, and then he called all of us to come here because he decided to train. My opinion was the best decision. This is the way Mike handle the things. He's supposed to rest, but he changed the idea, and we're here to pushing in as much as we can. Excited after the week, and here we are, ready to go, ready to go.
Yes. Whoa. Yes.
That hunger is real. Whether his body can match it is a different question entirely. Floyd looks sharp. That's the honest answer. Every combination lands clean. The footwork is still there. Look at the way he moves. Lateral, fluid, no wasted motion, speed, precision, economy. At 48 years old, he still moves like someone half his age.
You can come out, fight hard as you want to fight. The results will always be the same.
We couldn't fight in LA. Commissioner said, Floyd, don't hit him too hard. Go light on him. Take it easy on him. I said, well, LA, y'all can't get this fight.
A lot of times when guys fight me, guys fight just to go the distance, to say, I went the distance with Floyd Mayweather. But guess what? Can't stop me. You name a fighter, the results, it's always the same. No matter what.
But here's the thing. Floyd hasn't had a real professional fight since Conor McGregor in 2017. That's almost a decade. Exhibitions don't replicate what a serious fight camp does to your nervous system. And Tyson, for all his conditioning work, showed us against Jake Paul that the explosiveness just isn't there anymore. The hands come out slower. The legs don't propel him forward like they used to. The experts are all over this, and honestly, none of them are exactly cheerful about it. Ariel Helwani isn't buying it. He looked at this announcement, no date confirmed, no venue locked in, promoted by a company most people hadn't heard of, and said he didn't even think it was real at first. His exact take? After what we saw from Tyson against Jake Paul, there's zero interest in watching Mike Tyson do that again. Zero. And look, he might be wrong, but he also might be exactly right. The Ring Magazine's crew called it stumble and bungle. That's not a compliment.
From the Ring Magazine and Mike Coppinger, who broke this story, the Mike Tyson-Floyd Mayweather exhibition is tentatively set to take place on April 25th in the Congo. Sources have told Mike Coppinger. So they got somebody in the Congo to say yes to this, I guess. This is not Rumble in the Jungle. This is stumble and bungle, man. This is not it. So yeah, apparently this is happening, and apparently it's in the Congo. And not only that, but apparently they have a date as well, because it's going to be on April 25th. Sources tell Mike Coppinger. So, in an otherwise packed month of boxing, we have Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder on the 4th. We have Tyson Fury on the 11th. Now we have Mike Tyson, Floyd.
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's own uncle, acknowledges what everyone's thinking. He says Floyd going in as the younger man in this fight is genuinely strange, not used to that dynamic, and Tyson's animosity is real. Jeff admits Mike might just go out there and try to actually hurt Floyd, arrangements or not, because that's Mike. You can't always predict what Mike Tyson's going to do when there's someone in front of him he genuinely doesn't like, and he genuinely doesn't like Floyd Mayweather. This beef goes back decades. It started when Tyson believed Floyd tipped off police about a raid on his Las Vegas home. No concrete evidence ever confirmed it, but Tyson never forgot. Then came the mid-2010s when Floyd started calling himself the greatest of all time, and Mike, publicly, loudly, disagreed. They were once cordial enough that Floyd fought on Tyson's cards. Now, there's real animosity there, and exhibitions fought between two people who actually hate each other have a tendency to go sideways.
The results to some of the biggest numbers seen in the last decade. The quality of the fight itself doesn't matter because, hey, you're already watching. And at a guess, that's exactly what they're going to try to do here. In the press release, they didn't really talk about how great of a fight it's going to be. rather how robust their promotional campaign will be, with weekly premium storytelling, which of course probably will do numbers. And they didn't just choose Tyson and Mayweather because they're two massive names. No, the two have pretty historic beef. Although the two once upon a time seemed to have a pretty good relationship, it soured over 2 decades ago when Tyson believed Mayweather played a role in a police raid on his Las Vegas home. Although there's never been any concrete evidence of it, this is what is thought to have started their beef. Probably the most famous and public spat between the pair came in the mid-2010s, when Mayweather was calling himself the greatest ever, and quite clearly Tyson disagreed.
Lennox Lewis, who was ringside when this whole conversation reignited, put it simply. He doesn't think Floyd would step into a ring with a man who was going to knock him out or try to hurt him. There's probably some arrangement. There usually is with these things. But Joe Rogan raised the counterpoint that won't go away. If there's ever a moment Mike Tyson might ignore an agreement, it's against Floyd Mayweather. Wade Plemons is calling it a circus. Eddie Hearn, a man who's seen every kind of boxing spectacle, says he doesn't want to see Mike Tyson anywhere near a ring again. And yet Hearn also admits he'll probably end up covering it, because curiosity, as he put it, always gets the better of the masses, especially when it's on Netflix.
It's just shit, isn't it? I mean, like, let's be honest, like, I hate, in a way, and I know people go, oh, you can talk, you fuck. I just hate some things that are happening in boxing. Like, I don't mind if some, you know, like even Jake Paul, I don't mind Jake Paul. I think he's a young guy who's taking boxing seriously. I think he's improving. I think he's doing training camps. But why would you want, how old's Mayweather? 50? You got a, what?
Maybe a little bit.
How old's Floyd Mayweather? 48. You lot don't even know. You're supposed to be boxing. Yeah, I know, yeah. But all right, 48, 49, whatever. I was going to say, that's old. He's 2 years older than me. Right, what I'm saying is, who wants to watch a 48, 49-year-old Floyd Mayweather fight a 60-year-old Mike Tyson? It's just bullshit. Like, and as much as I love money, I just wouldn't do that. Because I actually, whether you believe me or Pete, you believe me, I love boxing too much. I think it's disgusting. It's just so shit. Like, who wants to watch that? Yet people will watch it, so I understand. But it's just, I just find it.
And that's what this really is. It's not sport. It's not legacy. It's a Netflix event dressed up in boxing gloves. Two massive global brands stepping into a ring to generate pay-per-view numbers, streaming subscriptions, and meme content for a week. The press release didn't talk about the quality of the fight. It talked about the promotional campaign, weekly premium storytelling, a global media rollout. They're not selling a boxing match. They're selling nostalgia. And the saddest part, the real conversation here should be about how two men who earned hundreds of millions of dollars are still doing this. Don King took Mike's money. Allegedly, Heyman and Showtime took Floyd's. The fight business has been robbing fighters blind since before either of these men were born. And without financial education, without the right people around you, it doesn't matter how much you make, the money disappears. That's the lesson. That's the part that should make everyone uncomfortable.